Hey yo, what it do though? It's your boy Yams. It's your boy Yam Kela. Coming at you live. I'm tired, guys. It's one. What time is it? It's 12 minutes past one. I'm at the office. All these 2 years I'm at the office. I'm not gonna lie and say I've been grinding the whole day and I haven't slept. I had a power outage. Stay in town. Stay in town. The the grid in town is kind of shit. So yeah, so I had to come to the office today. I was working from home. I had to come to the office because I was out of power, and then ended up staying in the office. And I was like, working on a couple of things, cooking up a couple of things for myself. Um, yeah, man, I think I'm gonna start the story and bore you guys. But yeah, I think I've been trying to build different businesses for the past 10 years, in different sectors. None of them were really huge to the point where I could like, yeah, quit my job and I'm gonna just run the business full time. And I have embarked on a new venture, but this new venture is it's great, man. I think over the years of trying to build something, I think I finally got to a point where I was like, I think sometimes it's so easy to build things. You build things because you want to build them, but not based on your skill set. And I was like, I actually want to build on my skill set. Actually, the crazy thing, preach this conversation, the conversation I had to have with myself, I remember, such a tough one. I was like thinking about what would someone call me for if they needed help with something. So, like when people have someone says, okay, I've got a software problem, I'll call this person. I've got a finance problem, I'll call this person. I've got a legal problem, I'll call this person. I've got an engineering problem, I'll call this person. And I think the question I ask myself, and where this whole thing began is, what would someone call me to help him with? And it took me a while. Initially, there was like I was like, I'm not. There's no particular thing that I'm like, this is what people call me for. Initially, that's how I felt, and then I started kind of thinking about it, and I realized that people, yeah, people would call me for something. People call me to help coordinate fixing of different problems. It doesn't necessarily matter what the problem is. It's not like I put things together. My specialty is solving problems. I put pieces of the puzzle together, and it doesn't necessarily matter what the puzzle is. So it could be a train puzzle. It could be a fuck. I don't know what's going on there. My phone just it's a notification. I know what I was trying to read it. I don't know what happened. But yeah, what I do is that I put pieces of puzzles together and I solve them. And the puzzle could be anything. Train, it's a bike, it's a whatever. It doesn't necessarily matter what the thing is. Give me a problem, I'll figure out how to solve it. And figuring out how to solve it doesn't mean I'm the one who is responsible for solving it. I will put together a team of people, excuse me, who are capable of solving the problem. And that's when I realized that's what I'm good at. Um, so I basically took something else that I was working on, which is Work Y2K. It was completely something completely different. I pivoted Work Y2K into what it is now, and basically, yeah, that's what we do for clients now. We basically solve problems. So I'm leaning on um, the networks that I've built over the years in different industries, and even my personal group of friends. Everyone has like a different skill set and different expertise, and I'm taking all of that, putting it together, and basically solving problems for businesses. So that's what I'm currently working on, and it's been good, man. I think we've reached out to a couple of people. The responses have been pretty decent. I have a couple of meetings lined up for next week. Um, a bit busy trying to figure out how to do it all. Trying to figure out how to also go to the gym consistently. Um, I was actually telling a friend that I'm learning that I remember when I started working and I was trying to build a business when I started working. Something completely different, story for another day. Um, trying to build a business when I started working, and I think one of the things I didn't understand is that that I understand now is that everything costs something. Like you can't wake up every day, you go to work, have the same job as everyone else, and then at the same time have dreams of building this mega business that yeah, there's just not enough hours in a day. And I'm learning. And initially, I didn't know what to do with that. I think that was a tough one for me. Um, and I think I've just past couple of years I've kind of gone through a journey of maybe getting more clarity, more understanding on like what life practically looks like. And one of the things that I've learned, it's hard to accept, but I've accepted that in order to achieve all of this and kind of balance out having a job at the same time because I've got bills to pay and I need to pay those bills, or I'm gonna be like homeless and stuff. So, in order for me to be able to balance that out, the business is not at a point where it can fund my lifestyle yet. I'm not there. I don't have a crazy lifestyle. My camera's popping up again. I know what that pop up is. Um, I'm, I don't. Yeah, the business is just not a point where it can solely fund my life. We're doing decently, but just not a point we can fund my life yet. So yeah, I've got to keep working. In order for me to do that, the reality is that you have to sacrifice somewhere. And the sacrifice that I've realized I'm starting to accept making now is that probably the biggest sacrifice will be your sleep. You can be like, you're gonna get to work every day and you're gonna be cranky as shit because you barely slept. Because in a 24-hour day, it is so hard to be able to do this. I mean, I say by myself, so come back from home, I go to the gym. I, yeah, I don't really cook, but I come back, I clean the place, I meditate, I shower. That's already like, it's already 9 p.m. when I'm done with my post gym because I get home at 7. I'm at the gym by 8. I leave the gym at 8. Um, by 9, that's what I'm done with praying, meditating, showering, eating, everything. That's when I'm done with all of that. And my evening starts at 9. Um, Sometimes I take a nap because I'm tired, man. I'm only human. Um, and yeah, it's possible. And sometimes I've got a call, like a personal call, catching up with friends and family. That's also very important for me. You will die if you try to be Superman in this life alone. So sometimes different things happen, and I'm like, it's to be able to fit trying to run a full business into your 9 to 5 work schedule just requires you to sacrifice something. It's sacrificing weekends, it's sacrificing evenings, it's sacrificing Fridays, it's sacrificing normal days during the week. Um, because I think it's so hard to do it with a job that like I think most people just never. Yeah, it takes a long time for you to hit your stride because it feels like you're never doing enough. Um, so I think for me that's probably one of the lessons that I've learned. And yeah, I'll be doing more of these. So basically, this channel is just to share my journey as I build Workwide 2K. And hopefully, very soon, I get out of my 9 to 5 life. But yeah, man, and if anyone who's building anything, anyone who's, yeah, it can be tough. So just I don't know, word of encouragement. Just keep going, man. I think that's his corner slap. We are fighting the same battle. So yeah, man, that is it. That is my first video. See you guys on whatever. Love, peace, love, light. Bye. I'm out. That's it for me.